Hello and welcome back to Goddess Tales. I'm Serena and I'm here sharing my story in hopes that it encourages you to embrace your own. In the last chapter of my memoir, A Baker's Dozen, The Recipe to My Sanity, I break down the word goddess. Goddess to me stands for gratitude, omnipotence, discernment, devotion, expression, soul, and spirit. And in this first series of videos on this channel, I have been aligning those seven letters along with the seven chakras. And today, soul is the sixth word. So we are on the sixth chakra, which is also known as the third eye. To be honest, this video has been the most difficult to film so far because how do you really capture essence and soul? How do you really plan on that? Like to me, soul is just something that is natural, something that is just ever evolving. It is always present, which means it is always gathering new information while withholding others. So just to get into the right mind space, the right time, the right whatever. And then I just realized, you know what? The right time is now. Now is the time. So thank you for being here today and joining me. And if this is your first video, make sure you check out the previous ones because all of those words align and add up to get you here. So I do want to let you know I did use the Merriam-Webster to define the word soul in my book as well. So I am going to read the excerpt now. Soul is the immaterial essence, animating principle, or actuating cause of an individual life. I just like to call it your purpose. Why are you here? I believe, if nothing more, I was born here on earth to live a happy and fulfilling life. It wasn't until I was truly alone that I found it again. I had been trying to incorporate my soul's purpose with those of others, like my parents. My parents made me play sports when I preferred to dance because it was the only thing that they could afford. Now, as an adult, I can afford what I wanted. It brought me into touch. It brought me in touch with others who shared similar interests. So basically, that's just a really quick clip of what soul meant to me as I was wrapping up my memoir, because this channel and my life just picks up where that left off, actually. And what I realized, I mean, there's a lot of talk about soulmates and, all of these things, but how can you really find your soulmates until you are comfortable with your own soul? So it wasn't until I had alone time, like no kids, no significant other, no family, no friends encouraging me. I actually had some time where I could sit and listen to myself. And that's what the third eye is. The third eye chakra, the sixth chakra, helps you, is about intuition and your imagination and what you can bring to life, just by listening to yourself. So this channel, my book, all of those things are me embracing my soul and my life purpose, because my purpose is to be me, right? Your purpose is to be you. And your why, it's specific. It's just specific to you. Like your process is unique. Even if you're following directions, you're still putting your own personal influence on that work of art, on that work of anything, whether it is a picture, whether it is a recipe a picture that you're painting, or a recipe of something that you're making. You are still putting your essence, your soul into it. So one of the things that I've been doing on each of these videos is pulling a chakra wisdom card, and then also pulling a goddess card, a goddess oracle card from a combined deck that I have. So I will go ahead now and pull a chakra card to give us some inspirational messages. All right. Oh, this one flipped over. So, with this card, well, that's kind of aligned with that. But anyway, wisdom and discernment. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. So basically, this is, like I said, aligning with the purpose. So things that you have been with, as you share yourself, you will align with those with similar interests. The ones that can see you as inspiration, the ones that look to you, just so that they can be themselves. Like being you encourages others to be themselves. Like there are times when we do want to mimic others, because I that's also how we learn. We learn by um, repetition, mocking, and then eventually you're like, oh, okay, well, we all learn how to walk, right? But then I have my own walk. We all know how to talk, but then I have my own talk. Like I just based off of everything that you've acclimated over the years, all of that makes you you. And no one else shares that same exact story that you have. So you being you will put you in the right places to where you need to be. Now, as long as the whole aspect of why I wanted to do this channel was to, like I said, encourage people to embrace themselves. Fill up your cup so that way you can share with others, because what are you sharing out of an empty cup? And the soul is deep. The soul is represented by the color indigo, which, a fun fact that indigo is used to dye jeans, which is why I'm wearing this today. But it could be blue. It could be, blue comes in so many different shades, and there's deep diving that you can do in the soul, and then you can then um like just on a color scale, like the deeper you go, the darker it gets, and then more to the surface, the lighter it gets. And once you get to that light side of exploring your soul, you just realize that it is so freeing and so compelling. Like you just want to do more. You just want to be able to fly, to float around this earth, to explore, to be yourself, or however that may take you. And doing that will help you get to the next level, will help you meet people that can help you achieve your other goals. Once I started being myself, once I started doing what I like to do, and I don't knock the sports that I that I played as a kid that my parents signed me up for, because it taught me teamwork. It taught me how to work with others. It taught me how to play well with others when I wasn't always the first person that was selected. I wasn't the best at the sports that I played. But I was good, But I with practice it makes perfect, but I never got to perfect. And then I just realized that does perfection really exist, or are you always just being if you just know that you're trying to be your best self at any given moment, and even your best self may just be to just to take a nap. Like you could be your best self by shutting down so that you're not you're not a disturbance to others, because nobody wants a cranky person, right? So that is just something that that I've learned, about trusting myself, doing deep dives when the time is right, coming back up to the surface, and sharing what I've learned. So, I take downtime. I take, and then I am a social butterfly, if I must say. So, my soul, I feel like I can say I'm a social butterfly, or maybe I'm just, one of God's worker bees, pollinating people with my ideas. However you see it fit. So, I am now going to take um, pull a card from this combined deck. It's two decks that I have. It's the African Goddess Rising Oracle along with the Goddess Guidance Oracle. Just looking for some goddess guidance so that we can continuously embrace our soul purpose. Sequoiant. Scarcity. Let me read what this is about. This is interesting on how this could align with soul, right? Beauty by day and a hag by night. The sequoiant is an energy vampire, also known throughout the diaspora as Ol Hig or Boo Hag. Whether energy or blood, for vampires, there is never enough to go around. So, sequoiant's shadow guidance. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. The embodiment. Stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimbleful of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. That is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? And her goddess declaration is, my blessings always overflow. So, if you realize, like I was saying, how soul is kind of infinite, and you can deep dive and you can come back to the surface, like I said. So, but when you realize that it is infinite, that your soul is just pure essence, there is no lack of that. Essence is everywhere, and you will get your riches how you want. And riches does not always come in the form of money. It could be in health, it could just be in happiness, joy, the sun shining outside. So start from the basics, and then you'll realize how rich and wealthy we really truly are, and how aligning with your soul will put you, well, actually embracing your soul, just becoming one, realizing, I mean, you have always been one with your soul, but just realizing it and sitting in it helps you be you. And that aligns you with spirit. And that will take us to our next video. So I thank you so much for being here today. And I wish you the best. May your soul be blessed.